Hi, this is Zeedign Tutorials, and in this video we are going to learn all 10 techniques of Pathfinders in Adobe Illustrator. Now I have prepared these two documents in Illustrator where I will execute all the 10 techniques on separate objects so that by the end of this video you will be able to understand and compare all these 10 techniques of Pathfinders. So let's start by accessing the Pathfinders in Adobe Illustrator. You will find the Pathfinders in this panel, Pathfinder panel. Here you will notice it has 4 shape modes which I have demonstrated here, and I will execute each technique on it one by one. And then there are 6 more Pathfinders which I have showcased here: divide, trim, merge, crop, outline, minus, back. So now if you don't have this Pathfinder icon here, you can access it from the window menu, and you will have to scroll down to the Pathfinder, and once you will check this box, you will find this panel in your interface. Okay, so let's begin with the first one, which is unite. So what I'm going to do now is I have these 2 square shapes. One is in black color and the front one is in yellow color. So, and if I move it, you will notice these are just 2 basic square shapes, nothing technical in it. I'm just using this as an example. Obviously you can do the same with any shape. Now the first step is to select the shapes. So I will do this, and make sure you remember the black one is in the back and yellow is in the front, because it is important that which shape is on the top. Anyway, I've selected these 2, and now I will click on the first shape mode in the Pathfinder, which is unite. I will click on it, and here we go. Now you have noticed what has happened is that there were 2 shapes like these 2, and now after implementing the unite functionality on it, both of these have merged together and they have formed into one shape. And the important thing to understand here is that the final shape has picked the color of the front shape. Because yellow was on the top or in the front, the final picture or the final object is in yellow color, not the black one. So if you want your final product to be black, you must keep the black shape on the top. So in simple words, whichever shape will be on the top, the final one will pick its color. Okay, so moving on to the next one, which is minus. I will again select both of the shapes and I will click on minus. Now here you will notice it says minus front, which means once I will implement it, it will be back minus front, which means this yellow part will subtract this part of black from it. So let's see how it works. I will click on minus, and here we go. So this is our final result, in which, like I mentioned, the yellow part is sort of subtracted out of the black one, and we are left with a black shape which was in the back. So it's again really important. If you wanted to remove some part of the yellow, then yellow should have been in the back and black on the top. So the sequence of or arrangement is really important, that which shape is on the top and which is in the back. Moving on to the next one, which is intersect. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is select both shapes, and here by intersect it means the part which is common between the both shapes. Here, this part, this corner which is overlapping, this one will be the end product of this activity, and the other stuff will go away. So only we will be left with this part. Let me show you how I have selected both, and now I'll click on intersect. I'll click on it, and here we go. Now here again you will notice the final product has picked up the color of the top object. Okay, because yellow was on the top, now it has picked the color of yellow. If black was on the top, it would have picked the black color. Moving on to exclude. Now let's drag it out or to maybe here. Just a minute. Okay, I have placed it here just so that our preview is not disturbed. Okay, so for the exclude, what will happen is that it's sort of opposite of intersect, which means it will remove the part which is overlapping, and it will just keep the parts which are not overlapping, so or not intersecting. So let me show you how. Here I will click on exclude, and once again the part which was common between the both shapes has been removed by this exclude functionality, and we are left with the corners which were not overlapping. However, both of these corners are now in yellow color because yellow was on the top or in the front. Here another important thing to understand is that this is no more one shape. This is one. If I select it, both of them get selected because they are sort of in a group now, but these are actually two different shapes. If I use the direct selection tool and move it, you will see these are now two different objects. Okay, so that was these were the first four: unite, minus, intersect, and exclude. Now we will learn about the other six in the next document. So I'm moving on to the next one. Here we have divide, trim, merge. So let's see how these things work. So let's begin with the divide one. I will select both of these and I will go to the Pathfinder and I will go with divide. So let's see how it goes. I will click on divide and you will notice nothing has happened here, but actually a lot has happened. So let's see what actually it has done. So if I move this shape out now, you will see what it has done. It has actually created different shapes out of the major one. So it's not removing anything from the scene, it's just cropping it out into these shapes. So let me move back to this one, and if I go one step more back, when it was not divided, you will see these were just two plain squares, right? But when I select them both and go to Pathfinder and I click on divide, then it sort of divides the top one and the bottom one both in this way. However, the common part now is no more overlapping. It is just one layer, but it has obtained the color of the top one, not the bottom one. So that is the divide, and I will keep it a bit like this one so that you will remember what this part has done. Okay, I think that's enough. Moving on to trim. So let's again in the same way select both the shapes. Yellow is in the top, black is in the back, and I will click on trim. Again, we will feel like nothing has happened, but let's evaluate it using the direct selection tool. Now I will select this yellow and move it out, and you will see now it has sort of subtracted the black one, but when we did the minus front, it removed the yellow part. It totally removed the yellow box, and it just left us with this corner. However, here we are again left with the black corner, but the yellow part is still there. So it depends how you want your end result to be. Now we have both. However, this part is now trimmed out. So again, remember the arrangement, the order, which shape is on the top and which shape is on the back, and by top I mean in the front. So which is in the front and which is in the back, because this whole activity or process, it matters a lot on the arrangement. So moving on to the next one, we have merge. Now again I will move this out to a bit. Let's move it here. Okay, here it is, so that it's not overlapping the screen of merge. Now I will select the shapes of merge and I will click on it, and here we go. So again, it seems like nothing has happened, so let's evaluate it. I will click on the yellow one and I will drag it out. So it is sort of like trim. So what actually it has done. Now let's evaluate it again. If I go back and give it like this, and if I color it black, now both of these are in the same color, right? Now if I select these two and go to where is the Pathfinder? Here. So if I do the merge now, you will see now it has sort of united it like this one. So what's the difference? The difference is if we go merge, it will sort of make the whole shape like as one, but it will not unite it like this one. So it is sort of a unite functionality, but when we use the unite one, it makes everything into one shape and one color. On the other hand, if we go merge, it will only make it a same shape and same color if the colors are already same. However, if the colors are different like these two, then it will again merge the shapes, which means there will be no more overlapping. It will be one object, but it will not colorize it all in one color. Okay, it will keep the colors intact, and it will keep the colors in their original form. So if let me do it again, I will select both of these, I will go to Pathfinder, and I am moving it again and again, so don't worry about that. So I will click on merge, and here we go. Now it has simply removed the overlapping. Now it is one object, sort of one object. It's still two, but that's the purpose. It's union like this one, but not when the colors are different. Okay, moving on to the next one, which is crop. Okay, let's see what does this one do. So I will go to the crop and I will click on it, and here we go. Now the crop one is opposite to the intersect one, sort of the same, and obviously majority of these are same. That's why we have these 4 major shape modes, and then we have the other 6, because these 6 are sort of quite similar to the first 4, just a little bit of difference. Anyway, so this one is almost same like the intersect one. The only difference is that when we did the intersect, it picked the color of the top layer or the top object, the yellow one. However, this one, it has picked the color of the bottom one, which was black. Okay, moving on to the next one, outline. So let's see what does this one do. So I will go to my Pathfinder panel, and here I have outline. I'll click on it, and here we go. It has sort of created outlines in the same color like their fill. To show you what actually has happened is, if I will click on this one, now you will notice, because the box in the back was black color or dark gray, and now it has reversed it. It had no outline, it was just filled in black color. Now it is in with a stroke and no fill. In other words, if I click on this one, swap, fill and stroke, it will get back to its original shape like this one. Okay, so that's the shape. Now it has converted it into strokes, and I can even increase the size of stroke so that it's visible to us. Or you know what, let's just select both of these, and I will go to this one, stroke, and I can increase its size from here or from here maybe. Okay, see, now it's pretty clear now. So I've increased the size of stroke so that it's visible to you what actually has happened here. Now this is what the outline functions do. This one is really different from the others. So it's all about it is sort of a merger, but in the form of outlines. So again, the overlapping part is colored yellow, so it means that whichever shape will be on the top, it will get colored in that color, the area which is overlapping or common between the both. Moving on to the last one, which is minus back. I will select it, I will go to the Pathfinder and I will click on minus back, and now just by the name of it, it's pretty clear that it will be opposite of minus front. Okay, so in minus front it was like black minus yellow, now it will be yellow minus black. So let's see how it goes. I will select both of these, I will go to Pathfinder and I will click on minus back, and yeah, like I said, it is the opposite of minus front. So here we are left with yellow, and once when we did this one, we were left with black. So these were the all 10 options or techniques or settings available in the Pathfinder in Adobe Illustrator. I hope this video was helpful to you. Have a nice day. Thank you.